Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Idle Research. This is the last alpha footage. The 10 first episodes are now considered alpha. E9000 bang all the way up to 11,000 in one go. I don't know why, but this gave me the final achievement pre-tubes. So I was ready for tubes, but I had to stop because the game was being completely revamped, and this is the amount of golden flasks that I had in alpha. Then I waited for beta to come out, and this is the beta. The game will be released very early in August. Sorry, I forgot the date. And we're going to start with the tutorial because the game changed a lot. I'm going to set up the FPS to 60, put some music on, play with the annotation. As I'm doing this, I want to explain what I intend to do. First of all, you voted that I start over. By the way, there's troll notations. That's pretty interesting. Yes, you voted that I start over. That's because the game changed so much and they added stuff I never seen before anyways. My intent is to really skip a lot of things. Not right now because I just want to explain things and I'll edit on the fly once I'm done explaining. So what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way to tubes again as fast as we can, and I'll only show you things that are like this. For instance, I got Steam achievements now, so this is new, right? So I will show you things like this, my achievements, and other things that seem new. I'll explain later. There's a bug that I found too that used to be there in the alpha. I reported it on Discord, but we're going to do a lot of cuts even in this video. I don't know how far we're going to get in episode 11, but I don't want you to sit there and rewatch. See, does that look familiar to you? It's pretty familiar to the very first few episodes that I made. So it's going to be really fast paced until tubes, okay? So let's get started, and I'm about to do a jump cut probably already. Okay, let's get started, and here's an achievement. So I changed my mind. I'm not going to show you every single achievement popping up from Steam. We'll look at achievements in-game instead. Otherwise, I will have to show you silly things that you already know about. Please remember that if it's your first time watching this series, this is episode 11. I invite you to watch from episode 1 to 10 to understand everything that's going on, because I'm going to skip a lot of things, alright? Also, stick around because I challenge Alvar GD to do something with the number that we reach at the beginning of the video. Okay, moving on. I found a bug that was there in the alpha. It's in the beta as well. If you enter the beta, do not do research until the tutorial tells you to do so. Okay? Because if you do, it will not recognize it, and then it will want you to do a new research, but I can't because I need to craft 250 orange flasks, so I just lost some time. It's an annoyance more than a major thing, but the developer now knows, and I'm sure this will be fixed for the release, which is 1st of August for Steam, iOS, and Android. I forgot, so I had to check. So yeah, here I'm just crafting 250 orange flasks. But had I not researched it before they told me, I would have been able to move ahead in the tutorial right away. So now I have to reach yellow flask to be able to move ahead. Unlockables, there's new things. We got the daily Solitaire and the diamond shop. Two things I didn't know about. And assembly, I don't know what that is. And also there's going to be two more things. We'll barely see it in the video a bit later on. We will today unlock daily Solitaire and diamond shop. Be able to look at it a little bit. Okay. So prestige is unlocked, but I can't yet because as a minimum you need to have 25 golden flasks. That's something I forgot. And there's also a cooldown. This is where I remember that you can speed prestige later on. If you look at my older videos, you'll see what I mean. So I'm about to look at it here, but I cannot prestige yet. And anyways, I don't want to prestige at 25. we're going to look at numbers. I'll be hesitant at one point whether or not to prestige, and eventually I'll decide that I get enough and will prestige today. It may show in the audio, but I keep editing the video on the fly. There's always portions that I have to cut off right now. I'm trying to make it really to the point. It's a challenging video to make. So I'm not that familiar with the UI yet because it was changed, and I have to hit grand to see my offline gains. That's what I want to check. If it's generous or not, I didn't remember that part either because I didn't watch my old series and the game changed anyways. So 27 QA energy, 447,000 red flasks to me sounds pretty good. And I'm at 50 golden flasks. I don't know how long I was gone, you might have to rewind to check. So if I was to prestige right now, it's almost times 5 stronger and 1.5 times faster, and I wasn't sure what to do. So this is a good example of me having difficulty with the UI. I had to hit start research. So once you reach the requirement, it lets you research, which will take me 10 minutes and 48 seconds. It's easy for me to say now, but I was trying to have access to the new one. There you go. But I don't have access to it. I have to research it for 10 minutes. So we'll get back into the game. It's been a while. I don't remember when was episode 10, but it's been a while. Okay. So right now I'm just accumulating red. Well, not accumulating red flasks because red flasks generate energy. Okay, so this is where I'm at right now. Okay. And here I'm hesitant. I'm going to look at the lab also, and there's a premium currency that we're going to take a look at. We're going to unlock it, but I cannot use it yet. And look at that, they changed the AFK mode. Now it's super dark and 10 FPS. If you look at the old videos, it's all bright. So Daily Solitaire and Diamond Shop are getting closer to being unlocked. And look below, the map and tube, see? So the tubes, I know what they are, but the map, I don't know what that is. That seems new to me. And these are the achievements, in-game achievements. That's what we're going to look at. And there's a few things that I'm not familiar with at all. This is a 9 out of 1. Doesn't matter. But yeah, we're going to look at stuff that I don't recognize, such as this. So assembly, I don't have a clue what that is. Secret, maybe it's get all achievements, I don't know. And juice, what? I don't know what that is. These are ice flask, these are mastery flask, and these are fire flask. And on the left, the fuel flask. We'll reach fire flask today, by the way. Guide, I don't remember if that was there before, but here it is. So if there's something I don't understand, I can either check there or on Discord. And the CryptoGrounds LLC Discord is in the description down below. And here I'm thinking, should I prestige now? I decided no. If you look at the bottom right, it says I did unlock the Daily Solitaire minigame and the Diamond Shop, which were not there in the alpha version, the 10 first videos. 78, I'm close. I wanted 10 times stronger, but things were getting pretty slow, so I decided to prestige. So we'll prestige relatively soon. Crafting cost 98.5%, so minus 1.5%. Not that great, but better than nothing. Okay, let's take a look at this solitaire thing. Here it is. Okay, so it's like normal solitaire. The goal is to get as many points as possible. The faster, the better. It will be next episode. In fact, it's going to be the title of next episode. I decided not to touch this, and I will not impress you with my solitaire skills, and I will repeat it in next episode. So I decided not to touch it. Okay, and now it brings me back to the menu. So it seems like it's a separate save file or something like that, because I know there's multiple save files in this game, but I'm not too sure about how the I'm not a programmer, but how the mechanics work in the background. And these are the in-game currency. We have the tubes and the flask. Looking red though. If you are a beta tester, do not buy. I can't buy anything until the 1st of August. Then I'll buy stuff because there's a bunch of interesting things. These are just raw diamonds, but got bundles and permanent boosts, things like this that could really help. I don't know what IAP means. Please let me know in the comments. IAP in I don't know, IAP. So yeah, I'll be careful the way I spend, but I will certainly put money in this game. And this is where I decided to prestige 7.25 times stronger, 1.78 times crafting speed. That will be more than enough. And I was really, if you look at research on the left, 45%, I was so slow. And I wanted access to fire flask. And what I forgot, and look at the cooldown, that cooldown is very important. As I said, we'll be able to do speed prestiging later. I wanted access to fire flask, but I thought it was 5 research within 1 prestige, and I'll have a very nice surprise. I just unlocked fire flask, so it's 5 overall. So we'll be able to take a little look at fire flask. I more or less remembered how it works, but it's not that complicated. There's a video called Fire Flask, I believe, in my series if you want to check it out in more details. We're gonna go super fast. So we got fuel on the top left. That fuel generates flask, and you can see on the right 29, 30, 31 out of 90, right? And I will gain 16 fire flask once that thing is filled up. I just spent some. This is interesting because it oh boy, how do I explain that? So it's 1% per second. 1% of, okay, if I was to spend every single energy I have, okay, well, it gives me 1% of that per second for free. But eventually this number will get very high, and I don't remember, but I think, does it go above 100%? Once again, I will have to look at my old videos, and I don't have time to do that, so I guess we'll rediscover this as time goes on. So here we're just recovering from the prestige. We're almost done there, and by the way, we're gonna look at this Alvar GD challenge, and I challenge you to double check to double check his answer. Okay, thank you Alvar GD, that was pretty fun. So here I'm just gonna do a few more things, but we're pretty much done, honestly. And next episode will be about, of course, Solitaire, and we'll make a lot of progress. And I'll make sure that there is enough space between the two episodes, episode 11 and 12, so they can breathe, and so I can have time to make progress, you know. Researching generates fuel flask. That was something that I did forget, but that wasn't changed. It was always like that. And one of the reasons of speed prestiging is to farm fuel flask. I do remember that now. 48, 49. Okay, look at this number. 6.35 E11,000. So I challenge Alvar to write it in normal decimal number. So that's what he wrote. So I challenge you to verify this. No, I'm kidding, of course. Look at this number. That's what I love about incremental games. And the name, that's the name. So I want you to say it 10 times in a row and double check if he's right. Write it in the comments. Is he right about the name of this insane number? So that's what I got for you. As I said, I'm going to go as fast as possible towards tubes, and here I wasn't sure how to finish the video. Oh yeah, I was just showing on off. You see that? If I go off, it stops going up, and go on, it goes up. That's what I was talking about. The 1%, or it's maybe more now, maybe 3%. So yeah, I used to go with with the AFK there, but it's too dark, so I think I'm gonna stay here at the end of every video. So this way we can see how much golden flask I have and my progress with the other types of flask on the right. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time.